Chapter 2. Form of Government. A government is an institution which makes the political decisions about running a country. It refers to the group of people who are responsible for controlling a country or a state. In fact, it is an administrative organ of a region or the country. It is a system by which people are governed. The government expresses the will of the state. Various activities of the government. 1. The government protects the borders of the nation. 2. It maintains cordial relations with other countries. 3. It protects life and personal liberty. 4. It ensures enough food for the people. 5. It makes arrangements for the safety of its people from natural disasters like floods, drought and earthquake. 6. It makes arrangements for the education and health of its citizens. 7. It provides justice to all the citizens. 8. It ensures equality before law. 9. It maintains the price level of all commodities. There can be a long list of activities. The government with the help of various officials and employees work efficiently. Government functions on behalf of the people. The officials have the authority to take decisions and then implement them. Their acts have the legal legitimacy. Effective governments possess two main attributes: authority and legitimacy. Function of the government. Government performs three functions. 1. Government makes rules and laws. This is called legislative function. 2. It enforces the rules and the laws. This is called executive function. 3. It has judicial functions. The courts interpret the rules and decide the legal matters. Functions of legislature. There are many kinds of laws in a country. For example, the law says that you should safeguard public property. A person causing damage to public property may be arrested. One can be sent to jail for dangerous driving also. It is against the law to hurt or kill people. Anyone who breaks the laws will be punished. Without such rules, peace or order is impossible. If a person feels he has been arrested without a valid reason, he can go to the court of law. If someone is not involved in a crime, the court will declare that he is innocent. He would then be released from prison. Levels of the government. Question is often raised as how the government functions. The entire work is huge and complex. It includes keeping the city clean, maintaining the schools and hospitals, and maintaining law and order. Protecting the country is one of the most important functions. Maintaining international relations is also essential. These functions are quite different from each other but are essential for the public. Our government works at three different levels: the local level, the state level and the central level. Local government means administration of a locality by officials such as the district magistrate and the superintendent of police. At the state level, we have the governor, the chief minister and state legislature. At present, the Union of India is composed of 29 states, such as the states of Assam, Bihar, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Punjab, Jharkhand and others. At the union or the central level, we have the President of India, the Prime Minister and the Union Parliament. The government at each level has its role determined by the Constitution of India. Decision-making and participation. The main function of the government is to make laws. We have democracy in India. In a democracy, the decisions are taken by the elected representatives of the people. This is called collective decision-making. The decisions are taken after a thorough discussion or debate. There may be differences of opinions also. When our representatives differ in opinion on any matter, it will be decided according to the opinion of the majority. 1. The views expressed by the elected representatives are regarded as the views of the public at large. 2. It means participation of all in the decision-making process. 3. Collective decisions are essential for the smooth running of the government. It shows the maturity of the people. 4. This is a fine example of unity in diversity. People have different opinions, but they agree to act according to the decisions taken by majority of legislators. 5. People agree to act in this manner in wider interests of society. Universal adult franchise. You should know that a person who is not less than 18 years of age can be adult in India. So when you will be 18 years of age, you shall also be entitled to vote franchise, i.e. the right to vote. It is the most important requirement for a successful democracy. When this right is available to all the adults, it is called the universal adult franchise. In our country, this right is enjoyed by every person who is a citizen of India and is less than 18 years of age. This right is needed because 1. Everyone should have an equal voice in the governance of the country. It establishes political equality. 2. A democracy is defined as the government of the people, for the people and by the people. 3. Government is collectively responsible to all the people who have elected it to power. Key elements influencing success of the government. The success of a democracy depends upon 3 factors. 1. Democracy demands from the common man an active participation in the government. 2. There is need of free and fair elections in a democracy. 3. There should not be any discrimination against any citizen. All should be equal in the eyes of law. Freedom and equality are of vital importance in democracy. Thus, a democratic government should see that everybody gets his or her due place in society. Types of government. Most of the countries have democratic governments, but in some countries we find the rule by one person, called the king or the queen. Such a form of government is known as monarchy. Democracy. Democracy means the government of the people, by the people and for the people. In a democracy, the people have a right to choose their representatives. They have the right to participate in the governance of the country. They influence the decision-making processes. They share the responsibility as well. India is a large democracy. India got freedom after a long continued struggle and many sacrifices. Now she is emerging as one of the most powerful democratic nations of the world. A democratic government may either be a unitary government or a federal government. In a unitary state, all authorities and power are vested in a single center. The United Kingdom, Great Britain, is a good example of a unitary government. In a federation, all powers of the government are divided between state governments and a union, central, government. India and USA are the principal examples of federal governments. Monarchy. Monarchy is a system of government dominated by a single individual. The monarch has all the powers. He may have a group of advisors or ministers to advise him. In a monarchy, people have no role in the decision-making process. Some monarchs believe that they had been chosen by God and so people could not challenge their authority. India has had a long history of monarchical system. We had great kings like Ashoka and Akbar. They united the whole country. In independent India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel played a great role in uniting hundreds of small states to form a mighty Indian Republic. Dictatorship. It is a government by a dictator. It may be military dictatorship or personal dictatorship. Under dictatorship, absolute power is vested in a single individual. People have no right to participate in the governance of the nation. There are no checks on powers of the dictator. In the modern world, many dictators came to power. Hitler in Germany, Mussolini in Italy and Stalin in Russia were the real dictators. The suffrage movement, women's right to vote. The word suffrage means the right that people have to vote in order to elect their representatives. The voting right should not be denied to women. But for a long time, women were excluded from the suffrage in all countries. Many societies were formed in Europe and America for the extension of voting rights to women. In 1903 was formed the Social and Political Union in England. Instead of peaceful methods, this society practiced violent methods, such destruction of public property. as its members went on hunger strikes. Many of the suffragettes were imprisoned. The women played an important role in the course of the First World War, 1914-18. It proved women were eligible for the same rights as men. In 1918, all women over 30 years of age got voting rights in Britain. In 1928, the age requirement for women voters was reduced to 21 years, the same as for men. In the United States, the agitation for the women's rights had begun in 1850s. All women got the right to vote in America in 1920. With a few exceptions, women today have the same voting rights as men. They have the right to own property, to vote, and to choose.